Imagine a future where every office is empty, not because business has stopped, but because the government has mandated it. While remote work has proven benefits, should we force all corporations to adopt it even when it's possible? The answer is not so simple. A nationwide mandate to go remote overlooks the complexities of business needs, economic ripple effects, and individual industry demands. Before we redesign the workplace by law, we need to ask, what might we lose in the process? As a young college student, I've had 4 jobs since I was 16, 2 being at the same time. I've never had a corporate job, but I have experienced the irreplaceable benefits that come with in-person camaraderie in order to make the workplace a place of welcomed individuals and of true teamwork. The credibility of a person's ability to be in cohesion to their teammates or coworkers is something that cannot merely be addressed or achieved in a place like high school, where it is forced and tedious. True camaraderie and cohesion, and in fact a family kind of environment in the business world, is when you are in the same environment working against the same problem. I assert that U.S. corporations should not be mandated to switch to a hybrid or fully remote model when possible at all. Humans in general do not respond well to mandated anything. When a government forces something upon their citizens, especially those who are meant to be working for them directly, responses have repeatedly in history resulted in the very least public resistance. After this can result in a government crackdown, and then polarization, then the government's loss of legitimacy, uprisings, and so on. In the most drastic sense. But things are bound to snowball when it comes to even little things. Mandating something as drastic as forcing government corporations to spend all of their time at home shut away will very obviously cause mental health issues to those who have now lost movement, which is good for health, and human interaction. I'm as introverted as they come, and not even I would want to be a couch potato all day, every day, or at home every day, all day, every day. Other factors than rising mental health issues is the fact that one of the main factors that void this idea is that it will limit the freedom of decisions. Another is that there will be severe economic implications to small businesses in urban centers. And finally, possibly the most important reason, is that enabling this proposal brings questions of legal and logistical complexity. Here we go into my examples and evidence that support my points. In 2010, the U.S. economy was grounded in free market principles. The Supreme Court has historically supported corporate autonomy in managing internal affairs, unless compelling government interests exist. Citizens United versus FEC, 2010. A solid event which supports my position was in 2022, when Apple resisted remote mandates and required employees to return at least 3 days a week. CEO Tim Cook emphasized the importance of in-person innovation. Despite backlash, Apple maintained this stance because it fits their business model. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2023, NBER 2023, found that downtown spending in major U.S. cities dropped by 35% compared to pre-pandemic levels due to remote work. We are looking at very vast implications on the urban economy if we were to enforce a U.S. corporation mandate of remote work. Moody's Analytics 2023 estimated that a permanent shift to remote work could cause a $500 billion loss in commercial real estate value in U.S. cities. For example, San Francisco has faced a doom loop scenario. Reduced foot traffic from remote workers caused businesses to close, tax revenue to fall, and public services to decline, triggering a cycle of economic strain. In the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the EEOC, in 2020, had to issue complex guidance around remote work, especially when it intersects with disability law. Citation the ADA in 2020. Mandating remote work would require detailed definitions of possible enforceability standards and sector-specific carve-outs, likely leading to extensive litigation. For example, in 2021, the state of Washington attempted to mandate telework for government jobs where feasible, but faced union challenges and operational disruptions, eventually scaling the policy back. My citations are The Pandemic Blew Up the American Business Office, The Pandemic Blew Up the American Office, for Better and Worse, by Stanford Graduate School of Business in 2021. Rosenthal wrote The Effect of Remote Work on Local Economies, which was my citation and source from the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2022. And my third citation is Moody's Analytics, U.S. office real estate faces $500 billion value decline in post-COVID in 2023. And then my last citation, U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, What You Should Know About COVID-19 and the ADA Rehabilitation Act in 2024, updated.